Hello. So I'm going to do another video on the agenda behind marijuana. Yeah. I think I'll wear my hair down for this video. Okay. So I wanted to do a video on marijuana because I think that people need to know about marijuana. They need to know and understand what the agenda is and why people are even smoking weed. Don't get me wrong. I think it's good because there's a lot of people out there that need weed, okay? But there's a lot of people out there that don't need weed. And it's really messing up the young generation. It's messing up my generation, and I see it. And I see depression and anxiety becoming more of a concern for people because they're smoking a lot of weed. Now, listen, anything in excess is no good. Anything. It doesn't matter. I could sit here and drink all the water in the world and it still would not be good for me. Okay? So the key that we need to understand is moderation. Moderation is a big thing that a lot of people don't understand and don't want to listen to. Okay? So, my message here today is, for some of you who are smoking weed, really try to understand why you smoke weed. If you're smoking weed and you're just smoking weed to get high and you're like, oh, well, I have depression, I have anxiety, there's other things that you could do other than just sit around and smoke weed. And I know that some people think it's cool, but you want to know something? Some of the most famous and influential people don't smoke weed. They don't even drink. Like some of these rappers and stuff, they don't smoke and they don't drink, but there's an agenda, okay? And this is why I'm doing this video, because I want you to understand the agendas. Every time I do a video, I'm explaining to you what the truth is. I'm not gonna sit here and be like telling you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's why you subscribe to my channel. You want to know the truth. You're not here to listen to BS, okay? So the issue that I have, and the reason why I'm doing this video, is because we're going down a path right now that's not healthy, okay? I see a lot of people needing to smoke weed every single day. And you know what happens? Nobody says this, but it dumbs you down. Like, some people talk about it and say it, but a lot of people are focused, especially the government. Like, I live in Canada. The government is focused on making money, okay? They're not focused on teaching people astrology and teaching people the truth about what they know, or starting a business with $0. Like, we don't talk about these things, because if we talk about those things, those are things that are going to enlighten you, and they don't want you to be enlightened. They don't want you to be aware of the truth. So what they do is they put marijuana out there and they amplify the potency of marijuana. So the potency of marijuana now becomes, instead of it being 10, it becomes 100 or 1,000. And it's not that marijuana is not effective. It's that it's too effective. There's not a balance, okay? And anything that is out of balance is not good for you. So you have to make sure that you have some form of balance in your life. If you don't have balance in your life, it's going to be difficult for you to manifest what you want. If you're dumbed down all the time and you're unaware of things and you're just kind of, I'm going to watch SpongeBob SquarePants and sit on the couch high and eat like donuts all day, well, obviously you're not going to be manifesting and you're not going to be aware of stuff, right? So, I know a lot of people are going to watch this video and they're probably going to be like, oh, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about. But I'm telling you, like, now it's not a big deal. But as time goes on, you're going to see the effects of marijuana. You're going to see people aren't going to be able to think well. You're going to see people are going to be driving impaired and doing things impaired. Like, you think drinking is bad. But what is the agenda? What's the real agenda behind why people are smoking all this marijuana? It's the money. The government is all about the money now, because the government was a hypocrite. Years ago, the government was like, oh, yeah, anybody who's smoking marijuana, we're going to throw them in jail. And now all of a sudden, you smoke weed and it's not a big deal. Why? Because they're getting money out of it. And if you go back to my video, I talk about astrology and why you need to know about astrology. You need to know about astrology because they don't want you to know about it. Because it doesn't put money in their pocket. Okay, if you learn about yourself and you start knowing about yourself, how does that benefit them? It doesn't benefit anybody if you know yourself. Because like I said before, when we talk, why do they teach psychology in school? They teach psychology in school, but they don't teach astrology. Because they don't want you to know about yourself. Because when you start to learn about yourself and know about yourself, you start to learn your path, you start to learn your purpose, then their agenda no longer has a need for you, okay? Like in school, when you go to school and you pick a course and you're in school and you're forced to be in school because your parents want you to be there, or you have to go because you have to learn something, but you're not happy and you don't feel like that's your purpose, that's their agenda, okay? So it's the same thing with weed. The agenda behind weed is, okay, how can we get all these young people to get on weed, and we'll extort as much money as we can out of them and dumb them down to a point where they're distracted by all this social media, which you do because you know, people get high and then they scroll through Instagram and they're like, and they're just liking shit. They're liking shit that they don't even care to like. They're like, oh, whatever, you know? So it's like you're being dumbed down, but then you're also being told how good it is for you. It's like selling a dream. It's like if I went out and sold water, like I could go literally get bottles and fill them up with tap water and go outside and be like, oh, you want to drink this water because it's going to change your life. Like it's going to this, it's going to that, it's going to miraculously heal you. It's like a placebo, you know? And a lot of people buy into it because people bought into the whole idea of depression. Like, first of all, depression's an illusion. Depression's not real. Depression is something that they make you believe that you have, okay? Depression is easily dealt with, okay? Depression, it starts with understanding yourself. Who the hell am I? Am I just some alien that came on planet Earth and I'm just like here and I don't know what I'm doing here? No, you're supposed to seek the information. You're supposed to seek the answers to understand yourself more. So by smoking weed, you're really just dumbing yourself down, and you know, you're not giving yourself a chance. Like, don't get me wrong, there's people out there that really need weed, but there's also people out there that don't need it as much as some other people need it. Like, people who are cancer patients probably need weed more than the average guy who just goes to school and studies, you know? People who are getting over certain, like, pain in their back or whatever, you know? But hey, some people smoke weed and they have pain and it doesn't take their pain away. So there's more to this than just smoking weed. It's an agenda. So understand the agenda, understand why they're doing it. They're doing it to make money. They're doing it to dumb you down. They're doing it to remove you even more from understanding your purpose. So if you understand that and you get that and you start following my channel and you start to learn about yourself and you start to become aware of Mercury retrogrades and you start to become aware of, you know, the difference between sidereal astrology and tropical astrology and like all these hidden things, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, what the hell was I doing before? So, you know, if you're going to smoke weed, but don't smoke weed because you're depressed or you think it's going to fix your problems, because it's not going to fix your problems. The best thing to do when you have issues in life and you feel depressed or you have anxiety, start loving yourself more. Start doing more for yourself. Start waking up and making sure that you look good every day and that you take care of yourself and give yourself time to rest and eat well. Like, these are the things we should be focusing on. They're so simple. Like, these are things that are so simple in life that if we just took the time to really just do them, our life would be 10 times better. So I really hope this message, you know, got to the right people and got to the right ears. I know a lot of you aren't going to like this video, but hey, I'm just telling you my opinion and I'm reiterating the messages I get from the cosmosis. So yeah, I wish you guys all the best. You know, just love yourself, you know, before you go and you get high and you get high every single day and you're like, whatever, like, think about it. Think about the agenda. Like, what do they really want you to do? Okay. All right, guys. So till next time, As always, I'm going to be doing video marathons because I know I've been away for a while. But thanks for tuning in. And as always, I'll see you later. Peace.